Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. Here's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Price. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Didn't find much much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Fresno State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Price. Breaks the tackle.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Pulls and fires complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Buying some time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll try the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Off play action. Fires left. Zips it out to his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Going over the top. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. field, and time is running short. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go up top on second and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, in third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Price. Grab behind the line, it's Carr. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Irish.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 6 over Arkansas. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here is the Tennessee offense. Going to the run to start this second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. The give to the back. Creates a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is good. Kicking away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Throwing right. Sure hands. It's Jefferson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
That's a play the quarterback just has to get his feet set and then step into his throw. That's a big target he's throwing to. He shouldn't miss that pass, but he did because he was throwing off his back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
By the receiver. Gain of 18. Good enough for first down.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing. You're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return. What a play by this defense to get the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Price. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Toss to the outside. Look out, he's got room. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost past it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Finds a crease at the 20. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Matthews. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Pulls it in. It's Matthews. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Find some fresh air. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. There he goes! Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arkansas. Any big changes in his ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here is the Tennessee offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll try the outside to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He fires a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. This season we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.